Hey everybody, Mike the Golden State Picker, and we've got a quick video here to discuss the issues that some of you are seeing with Scanlister into Amazon. And once you get into Amazon, if you're using the old version, the way that Amazon was doing it, you're getting what we call the spinning wheel of death at the send replenishment portion of that. So we're going to take a look at that entire thing here and try and give you the workflow that is now basically required, or how I'm doing it, and then you can compare and see if that's working for you, because it's a drag what's happened. This is part of being a business person, or even part of Amazon or eBay. They occasionally will change things and throw you for a loop, and it might take you a week or two to kind of get your sorts. And this is a problem that all of us run into. I ran into it, and for about 3 or 4 days I was really thrown off kilter until I figured it out with some email and conversation with Scanlister and Amazon, and I kind of understand what's going on now. So let's dig into it. We're going to go back into the front page here of Scanlister, and we're going to take a look at that first and give you an idea of what you're seeing that maybe is a little bit different, especially the videos that I've done with the complete step-by-step of how to list on Amazon and Scanlister and reprice it. So let's just stick with the Scanlister, and this should solve a lot of problems, I hope. All right, so we're going to call up the Scanlister, and we're going to see that I've put in some books right now, and I have put in 35 books that are going to ship to Amazon. There was an old way that I did that, and I'll kind of go over it, but I'm going to show you the new way. First off, you need to go down and take a look at your settings down here. So if you see this right down in the lower right corner, click your settings, and if you go into your fulfilled options and make sure that Amazon fulfilled options is clicked here, you have 4 buttons here. Now the 4 buttons I use is use scan and label mode, auto print, and show shipping plan. So those are the 3 things that I have right there. I used to have this 4th one clicked, show list fulfillment Amazon option. Now what is that? I'm going to show you, okay? I'm going to save and close. I'm going to go to the lower left section. You're going to see now that there's a preview FBA shipments, but if you click this little down arrow, you get a fulfilled by Amazon and a fulfilled by merchant. Most of us were used to this fulfilled by Amazon when we went to list, okay? That is no longer the way that it's going to be done. So we got to go back to the settings, and I get rid of this one. So I click show list fulfillment Amazon option. I uncheck that one, okay? Save and close. Now, if you go back down here, it's no longer on here. It's fulfilled by merchant or preview FBA shipments. We want preview FBA shipments. So we click that. Very important here to make sure that that now is showing. And when you go to list, make sure that is showing, okay? Now, these are now ready to go into Amazon. We're going to click this in a second, okay? But I need to talk to you quickly about if you're having the problem that you're seeing where you have sent your shipment fulfilled by Amazon instead of preview FBA shipments. If you've sent your books already off to Amazon, you could usually go back down here to see this recent uploads in the lower right corner, and then you could re-upload your plan. This is the 38, this is the 35 book I have here. It's not in here yet, okay? But if you did send it to Amazon, it would be here, and you could import this history. Problem is, if you sent them over by fulfilled by Amazon and you're getting that spinning wheel of death, unfortunately you're going to have to relist all those books back in here and then do the preview FBA shipment. So that's a bummer. I had 2 boxes that I had to completely redo because I had sent them fulfilled by Amazon, and that was the problem, okay, because I got the spinning wheel of death. What is that? Let's take a look. So, whoops, I don't have that up. It doesn't matter. We don't want that screen yet, so let me scan that down. Not that we don't want it yet. We're going to get to that screen. This is what I'm talking about. So, right here is the spinning wheel. This is just a screenshot, okay? This is the spinning wheel of death right here that you're seeing. If you're seeing that and it's not going away, I'm going to show you how to correct that problem right here in 1 second. All right, so let's take a look. Let's get rid of that. Now let's open. We gotta make this bigger. We gotta make it bigger. All right. Hopefully we don't mess this up. All right. So let's go ahead and list this the new way. So down here, very important, preview FBA shipments. Let's click the list button. It's going to create a shipping plan. Okay. Might take a second. There it is. Okay. So now you can see this blue highlighted bar here. This is my SKUs. This is my destination. SMF3 is Stockton. I know that that's Stockton. All the books are going to go into one shipment. Now, if they split your shipment and if you're not using the function where I pay 35 cents a book so that they will not split my shipment. That is a function that I use. It is in Amazon. I'll try to remember to go and show you what that is. You could get split here. At that point, it could say 30 books to Stockton, 5 books to Akron, Ohio. You then have to make sure that those 5 books come out of your box and they're split. So at this point, it would show you that too. But I have that clicked. So all my books go to one location, all right? Now, come down here, create shipments and finish. Click it. And it's going to double check, are you sure you want to send the shipments? Yes. All right, and it should take just a second. Boom, okay. So the shipment is created successfully. Now, we don't need Scanlister anymore. So hopefully I didn't lose my Chrome. There it is. I did not. So now we hop into the Amazon Seller Central. And where we want to go to is we want to go to shipments, okay? And I'm going to click the shipment button. I have it up here on my toolbar. You can also find it down here under inventory shipments, okay? Either one. So I'm going to click it. Now here are the shipments, all right? And you can see, here's today's date, the 9th. You can see ship to SMF3. All of mine are SFM3, which is Stockton. There is 35 SKUs. Now, the next thing we want to do is click on Work on Shipment. We click it. Now, this is where it's a little tricky, and this is an important part to remember. Do not try to send to Amazon. Hit Return to Old Workflow. Click that button. All right, now it pops up, and you get the screen that everybody is kind of used to. Now, if you've watched some Scanlister videos from Scanlister, he does not use UPS, so he switches to another carrier down here. I use UPS because I have UPS available to me. Now, this is something that is was a little confusing to me. I got to this point and I go, FBA manual processing fee, what is all this, right? So we're going to get over this in a second. But make sure up here it's more than one SKU per box, total of 15 boxes or less. Most of us are not sending in 15 boxes. I could send in, I send in one shipment at a time, one box at a time. That's me, okay? So one box. Now, where do we go from here? Because I don't want to pay this $10 manual processing fee. This is something that Amazon's going to charge you. So see here, skip box information and apply manual processing fee? No. I'm going to come over here and use web form. Click that button. All right. Now, the web form is going to pop up here in a second. Come on. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. No, we got to do one more thing. How many boxes? Hit 1. Sorry, guys. Hit 1 and then hit confirm. It's still new to me. I'm still getting through it. Now, all of these have showed up. Here's all our entire box of books, okay? What we have to do now is basically put in the quantity. So if you had 2 over here, you got to make sure you put 2 in the box quantity. So box 1 is going to have 1. So I'm going to fill them all in. I got to fill in every one of them. And if the quantity was 2, you would change it to 2, so forth and so on. So here we go. So quickly, I'm going to try and do this. There's probably a faster way. I'll learn it and make another video about that someday. But for right now, we got to click in each one of these boxes. We're almost there. This is the new way to do it. It's simpler, but this part here I don't like, and I'm probably doing maybe something wrong here. Maybe not, but until I figure it out, this is how I'm doing it. And I do, like I said, 1 box at a time. And then I create another box, so forth. All right, if I click into here, it says 34, but once I click into this box, it's going to change to 35. Now, if you've watched some of my videos, I do 49 pounds. My box size is pretty straightforward. It's 21 by 16 by 13. At least it's figured all of that out for me. So now I've got the 35 books, the weight, and the size of the box. On the lower right corner, I'm going to hit confirm. There we go. Come on. There it is. I'm going to go back now. We're going to calculate the shipping charges. So we hit the calculate the shipping charges. And boom. Agree. Accept the charges. And thermal printing paper. And we're going to ship these. I'll ship these tomorrow. Print box labels. We hit that. It's going to come up. I'm going to take it a second. Sometimes it's slow. It's either the communication between me or them. And then I print and wait for it to come up. Boom, print. Whoops, it didn't print. Well, let's find out why. It'll print. Maybe I was a hair fast, but oh, you know why? I unplugged my printer. That's okay, guys. We'll go back. I unplugged my printer because I put my microphone in. Oh my gosh. Hey, it's me. All right, so let's just go back. So now, if, for example, I got my labels printed, I could hit click. The next phase is click complete shipment, and you are done. You are done and over. Now, I told you I would tell you a couple things. I'm going to show you another thing down here. My restock limits. Let's take a look. As you can see, I am now at a maximum level of 2,430 books with a maximum quantity of 101. I currently have a utilization quantity of 2,329 books. So remember I said about 2,500 books in at one time, and I do. So I can only ship in 101. So I've gone and done all the adjustments I can. It's tough right now. It's really tricky, and it's not easy to basically do that. So let me see if I can come up here and give you that other thing over here. Let's go into Fulfillment by Amazon. You click the Fulfillment by Amazon, and down here is where I do the inventory placement option. That is right here, inbound settings. If you hit the edit button, you are going to see this little section here. And I click this one. I choose all quantities of a single seller SKU will be assigned to a single fulfillment center determined by Amazon during the shipment creation process. A per unit service fee applies. Okay, so that means it's about 35 cents a book, but I don't want to spend time taking books out and basically having to find a smaller box, it's just, to me, that is time is money. So for about $10 to $13, I'd rather make sure that I can just ship everything in one box. Now, if you don't want to do that, you click the top one, and that is distributed inventory placement. Okay, that's the default setting. Amazon will determine the distribution of your inventory, one or more fulfillment centers during the shipment creation process. This may include multiple shipments for individual seller SKUs. I've seen it where you can get 3 or 4 shipments from one box. So if you've got 35 books in the box like I do, I could send 5 to Akron, 20 to Stockton, 5 to Ohio, to Florida, whatever, okay? So that's what I'm talking about. There you will not be charged, but you will have to then pull those books out and make sure they ship differently. And the price for shipping changes also. So keep that in mind. It doesn't mean that you're not going to, it means that if you have to ship 3 boxes, you now have 3 shipping charges. You might have $8 to Stockton, but it might be $6 to Florida and $6 to Ohio. So that's what I'm saying. This inventory placement service, I think, takes care of itself, basically. All right. So there you go. That's it in a nutshell. That is basically how we have to do it with Scanlister now, and that's how I'm doing it. So if you're getting that little spinning wheel of death, it will suck because you'll probably have to do your box over. That means either you're going to have to shoot the ISBN code manually using Scout IQ or whatever else you use to basically recreate another label. The label that's on the book currently, if you're having that problem, is not going to work. You'll have to redo the entire shipment. So yeah, it's a drag, but once you get past that, you'll get back on track and you'll be able to start listing again in Amazon. Don't look at it's part of doing business. It's part of just being what you are. It's difficult sometimes, but trust me, about a week or 2 later, you'll get back into the flow and it'll become rote. Remember, the one thing is always check down there for that preview FBA shipments. Make sure that's clicked and not fulfilled by merchant. Fulfilled, you want preview FBA shipments, and then just follow what I did on my video and you should be okay. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope that clarifies and helps someone out there, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks again.